So we can begin for now. And if people are going to join, join. And we'll start in a seated position. So if you grabbed that block or whatever it was, which is for later, you can use it now to sit on. Do it. All right then. So we'll come into a cross-legged seat of your choice, or it doesn't have to be cross-legged, it can be like a Virasana type thing. But the main thing is that you have a long spine. And I'll invite you to take the hands onto the body. And close the eyes if that feels okay for you. So either you can close the eyes or drop the gaze. But what we're going to do is like probably the ultimate like yogic action, which is this direction of the senses inwards. So we have these amazing senses and they help us navigate the world, but not that often until we're doing yoga do we direct that gaze inwards, right? Hi, Rachel. Hello. So with the hands on the body, it's a comforting touch and you can immediately feel it. But as well as that, see if you can sensitize the palms of your hands. Make the skin on your fingertips super sensitive so that your hands, which no doubt all day have been doing things and making things and typing things and gripping things, now they soften to receive information. In particular, we feel information about the breath. So you might feel the movement of the lungs, or rather everything all around the lungs, the rib cage, even the skin on the belly. This breath is with us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365.25 days a year, our entire lives. And yet we don't draw our attention to it almost at all. It seems like a commonplace thing that we yoga people yammer on about, this breath. But as with most things which are invisible, they are extremely powerful. And though it may seem banal, in fact is quite sacred. Just try holding your breath and then you'll know. There are different aims and intentions behind yoga practice. I like to see one of them as a celebration of the amazingness of embodiment. We're all here, we're all alive, and we're all breathing. And we're going to move. So as we move, no matter what shapes we do and what kind of execution of the shape you experience, please don't ever think about how you execute it or how it looks, what's nice about Zoom is that you can't maybe see each other the way you would in a room. There's good and bad things about that, but sometimes I see people in a class looking at each other and being like, I'm not doing that right in the same way. That is not relevant. What's relevant the most is exactly what you feel underneath your hands right now. The breath that moves through you, the aliveness of your body. So no matter what shape we're doing, no matter where we start to make space, to stretch, to open up, that's what we're doing. We're just trying to get the attention even deeper into your physical form so that you can celebrate even more of it with your consciousness, your awareness, and your reverence. Plug your sit bones down into the earth even more, tuck your tailbone underneath. Maybe gently pull your chin towards you so that the spine gets long, the crown of the head reaches up towards the sky. Let your shoulder blades descend down the back so your torso is spacious. And take another breath. On the base of the exhale, press the sit bones down again. On the inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky as high as you can. Lengthening through the sides of the waist so that it moves from hips to ribs to shoulders to hands. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale and come directly forward in front of you. You have to move to show you that you stay where you are. Directly forward in front of you and take the hands in front, come up onto the fingertips. And then you can bow your head here. I like to roll the shoulders away from each other, curl the tailbone underneath even more. So you're stretching the whole back of the body. We think about pressing the sit bones down into the earth as much as possible because that's like an anchor, like the end point, and the hands reaching away from you at the other end. Here we might start to put a little bit of texture onto the breath at the back of the throat. See if we can lengthen the breath. And this active breath, this dynamic, what's called Ujjayi, the victorious breath, it does a few things. It heats the body, it soothes the nervous system, but also the sound of it makes the breath into an anchor, makes our awareness hooked onto the breath throughout the whole practice, all the way deep inside the body. So stay right in front of, stay with the hands in front, maybe look forward, and now just walk your hands over to the right hand side of your mat. So like your heart is pointing towards your right knee. It's like a diagonal stretch. You'll pin the left hip back, the left knee down. And breathe into the left lung. As you roll your left shoulder down the back, stretch out the left side of the waist. So stay for an exhale. Press down into the right hand, the right palm stays on the floor. And as you inhale, open up the left hand up towards the sky. So you're going to reach directly away from your right hand. And it's a movement like a rainbow. So we'll do this a few times. As we exhale, take the left hand back down to where it was. Stretch the back of the body. Hopefully you're getting into tight, creaky corners. Press down the right hand and open. Swoop the hand open as you peel the heart towards the sky. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Exhale, take the hand down. Last time, open up. So the entire journey is full of meaning, not just reaching the end point. Exhale, take the hand down towards the floor. Walk the hands over to the middle, you can stay low, and all the way over to the left hand side coming off the mat. So your heart's pointing towards the left knee. Here, stay for a moment, pinning the right hip down into the floor, stretching through the side. Seeing how deeply you can pour the breath into the back of the body. So press the left hand into the floor. Swoop open the right hand all the way up towards the sky. Yes, yes, yes. Maybe even pull the shoulder back. Feel like it's the rib cage rotating around rather than the hand just reaching. Yeah. Exhale, take it back down again. Inhale, open up. Yes. Good. Exhale, lower down. Last time, press the hand, open up. Deepest breath yet. Exhale, take your hand down. Come back to the middle of the mat. Hold again. Then inhale, walk the hands back up and swoop them up towards the sky. We'll come forward into tabletop position. If you had your block or whatever, then you can move it out to the side. We'll use it right at the very end. And from now, we'll come into this tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then we send the tail to the sky, the heart peels forward. Exhale, draw your tailbone underneath and curl through the spine. Good. Inhale, hips to the sky and chest forward. Lovely. Exhale. So no doubt you've done this shape a lot of times before in various yoga classes, no doubt with me also, hips towards the sky, inhale. Like with the breath, with things we've done a lot, there can be a tendency to rush through it. Exhale, tuck the tail underneath. See if you can slow it down and feel every single centimeter of the movement of the spine. Inhale, hips to the sky. Good. Chin comes last. Exhale, tail. Tail initiates it. So the banal, it's not that it becomes sacred, it always was. So we can relish movement, relish sensation, relish aliveness. Last time, inhale. Exhale, press yourself back into child's pose. Keep the hands out in front, maybe cupcake the hands as they call it, making the center of the palm lift up off the floor, but all the other fingers pressing. Roll the shoulders away from each other, feel how strong your arms are. Gently tuck the chin in so that your back of your neck feels long and curl the tail. Draw the breath deep into the body. Let the sound resonate around you. Like the breath is a cathedral, where things resonate and echo. And there's sacred breath and air inside. Look forward towards the hands and creep the hands forward until your hips come over your knees. We'll place the elbows down onto the floor and bend, so take the palms together and then bend the elbows so the palms come up behind your head. It can just reach, the fingers can reach to the sky, or if you like, you can reach the thumbs back towards the nape of your neck. So we do that arrangement with the hands, and then we adjust the engagement of the torso. So hug your low belly in, the tailbone will feel like it drops. Press your elbows into the floor, drag them back towards you, away from the front of the mat. And keeping the low belly gently lifted, feel like the heart can melt gently towards the floor. Stay with your long, your soothing, your reverential breath. See if you can send your attention and your breath, everything like that, into the body, into a new corner. Take the hands forward again, place the palms onto the floor. We'll look forward towards the hands, and then pull yourself down onto the floor, belly meets the earth. So Cobra again, hands beside the rib cage. Let's do it slowly. Toenails press, low belly lifts. Pull the elbows and the shoulders back as you lift yourself gradually off the floor, keeping the chin tucked at first. Exhale, lower yourself down. So keep a wee bend in the elbows, so you're not going to lock out into the bones. Keep it in the muscle. Feel effort. That's one way of feeling the aliveness of the body. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift yourself up again. This time bend your right knee so your heel kicks towards your bum. Scooping your right hip forward. Exhale, lower. Yeah, it's like a graceful kind of move. Inhale, lift up again. Pull your left heel towards your bum. You're pulling away from your low back, so you're creating space. Exhale, lower. One more time, inhale, lift. Bend both knees. Lift your belly, lift your heart forward. You're lengthening the front of the body by engaging the core. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes underneath so you feel the soles of the feet stretch. Press yourself back into child's pose on exhale. One big deep inhale. Lift the knees as you inhale. Press back downward facing dog as you exhale. Good. Lovely. So Caitlin, you could take your feet closer a little bit towards your hands so that you can push your hips up towards the sky. We want to make like a kind of triangle shape with the body. So that you can feel the back of the body stretching both at the front and at the back. So hug the hands together. Feel like the shoulders are moving away from each other. Lift the low belly so the navel goes up towards the spine, go up towards the sky. Good. For now, we're going to walk the feet closer towards the hands, so like a footprint closer. So it's going to be a quite short dog. Press into your right hand and take the left hand, hover it. See if you can take it onto the right leg somewhere. So it could be the thigh, or it can be the calf, or if you can really reach, you can take it all the way down towards the heel. Bend into the knees and into the right arm until you can look underneath your right armpit. From here, once you've got that, re-straighten the legs a bit and look underneath you. Good, nice. So a shorter dog helps with it. Okay, inhale, take the left hand back, then take the right hand either to the thigh or the calf or the heel. Doesn't matter where you reach, as long as you can find a twisting of your body underneath the left armpit. You can feel that twist of the back. Inhale, come back towards that regular downward facing dog shape. Have a look at your toes and maybe give your yoga mat a little squish using your toes so you can feel the texture of the mat using the soles of their feet. And then Thich Nhat Hanh, you know, the Vietnamese Buddhist monk, says you should walk like your feet are kissing the earth, like literally with every footstep you take in your life. As practice for that, we're going to do it right now. Step to the front of the mat, one little step at a time, so making teeny little steps, like you're kissing the yoga mat with your feet, the soles of your feet. Press the feet down into the floor, and as you inhale, reach the arms all the way up towards the sky, like a salutation. Exhale, join the palms, draw them down, close your eyes, maybe let the thumb plug into your sternum, feel that heart beating. I'm really thinking about this sacred thing lately. I mean, tomorrow's Thanksgiving as well, not that I'm American or don't know if you guys are, but I think it's very beautiful to say thank you for things, in particular the simple things. As it gets darker and it gets challenging, can we remember how much beauty there is inside? A lot. A lot. So let's celebrate with movement. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, hands to shins. Place the fingertips down, step the right foot back, runner's lunge. Take your right hand to the floor, left hand up towards the sky, open twist. Good. So peel your left hip back in space, feel like the hips are still squaring to the long edge of the mat, lovely. Exhale, plant a hand, step back into a plank. Very sacred posture. Knees, chest and chin meet the earth. So you place the chest down in between the hands, your butt stays lifted. From here we ripple forward, belly meets the earth, cobra, press down with the toes. Downward facing dog, we go back. So find that breath deep in your throat, deep in your chest. Reach the right leg towards the sky. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee and pull it in towards your nose. Look forward. Inhale, up and back towards the sky. This time we bend the knee and point the knee up towards the sky. Good. So we're stacking the right hip on top of the left, but then you pull your left shoulder back in towards the socket, lengthening the left side of the waist. Good. Inhale, open up again. Exhale, step forward, right foot between the hands, runner's lunge. The back knee stays lifted, reaching the legs apart from each other. Right hip scooping back. Exhale, step forward, fold. Breathe out. Rest of the feet, arms up towards the sky. Breathe in. Good. Exhale, Samastitihi, which means equal standing, balanced. Feel the heartbeat. Nice. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shin. Pour the heart forward. Exhale, step the left foot back. Good, runner's lunge. So maybe you know that I am obsessed with these simple postures like lunges and things. Where are the hips pointing? Where's your heart pointing? Are you stamping your feet into the floor? Because this is where we build the foundations for fancier postures coming later. So feel like your right hip scoops back and your belly lifts away from your thigh. Good, that's good. Left hand to the floor, right hand to the sky. Open twist, hips stay in the same position. Left shoulder hugs down the back. So your left palm presses into the floor, but the left shoulder blade comes down towards your left kidney. Good, nice hips, Caitlin. Good, good, good. Exhale, both hands to the floor, plank. Kneecaps lifted, butt gently squeezing, heart open. Exhale, knees, chest, chin meet the floor. The heart meets the earth. Inhale, ripple forward, cobra. Pull yourself forward using your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in through the nose. Perhaps use an exhale out the mouth to feel the warmth of your breath as it passes across your lips. To let go of some tension. When you remember how sacred you are yourself, because we say bad stuff to ourselves in our heads all the time. Don't know about you, definitely do. I definitely do. But if you remember, like in yoga says that we are all divine, so how dare you talk like that to someone who's divine? Remember the beauty of your own body, your own breath. Take the left leg to the sky, inhale. Exhale, round it forward. So we look forward, we take the knee towards the nose. Inhale, up and back towards the sky. Bend the knee and open it up towards the ceiling. Now where your hip's at, pull the right hip away from the right shoulder. The right shoulder down the back. So even though we're opening up the hips, we're trying to keep the torso nice and balanced. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Inhale, extend the leg up towards the sky. Exhale, step it between the hands, runner's lunge. Left foot between the hands and left hip scooping back. Good. Breath in. Exhale, step forward and fold. Let go of something here. Press the feet, inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms together. Namaste. Good. We layer on top of this. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold. So every bow, every fold is a bow. It's a reverential gesture to yourself, to the practice, to the world. Halfway lift, hands to shin. Plant a hand, step back, downward facing dog. We step back directly. So settle yourself in. See your hands pressing against the mat, gripping the mat. Reach your right leg towards the sky, up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward. Let's take it between the hands. Left heel is going to come to the floor. So we place it down like the left foot is going to be 45 degrees. Stamp both feet down into the floor before you come up. So you should feel like your right hip descending underneath you. Then as you inhale, we'll lift the heart up towards the sky. Warrior one. Good. So we're aiming to square the hips towards the front of the mat, although they won't completely go because the left heel is on the floor. But we aim to lift the belly, the heart, up towards the sky along with the arms. Good. So fill this shape with breath. Inhale. As you exhale, the left hand stays in the air, the right hand comes around to the left thigh. Grip onto it if you can. Yeah, exactly. Then press, rebend the right knee and lift the heart up towards the sky very much. Good. Ultimate big breath. Lovely. Both arms up towards the sky. Inhale. Come onto the ball of the back foot, so we're up in a high crescent lunge. Left hand will come down towards the floor. Right hand towards the sky. Open twist. Just like what we did. Good. Now here, we're going to gaze up towards the right hand. Turn the right foot out towards the right and come onto the outer edge of the left foot. So you drop your left hip down towards the floor. They call it a Shiva twist. Good. So you should feel a long stretch along the left side of the body. Good. Inhale, take the hand up towards the sky again. So we're back in our open twist. Left knee down onto the floor. So what I find is helpful for where we're going for this, if you walk the left knee back a little bit further than what you usually do, so it's quite a long lunge, then we're going to bend the left heel in towards your tushy, the bum. Open the palm, the right palm out towards the side and reach back, see if your foot and your hand can come together. Good. If you've got it, roll the right shoulder back and open up your chest, the right side of the heart towards the sky. Good. Hips dropping forward. Nice. So maybe bend your right knee a little bit more, Caitlin, see if that helps. And then roll the shoulder back. Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense a bit better. Good. Take a big breath into the heart as you pull the left shoulder down the back. Exhale, take both hands down towards the floor. Lift the back knee, press the right heel into the floor. Let's come back up, high lunge. Inhale. And come around, warrior two. Exhale. All right. So here, let's look. Palms face down towards the floor. Front knee is nice and bent, aiming for 90 degrees. Check that the knee is hugging to the outer right edge of your mat. So it's pointing like towards the second toe-ish. Right? Lift the back kneecap so the thigh is strong. And squeeze your left butt cheek to feel your left knee lift. Squeeze your right butt cheek to feel your right knee pull back. Good. And feel effort. So often, so you notice that I tend to hold quite a long time in postures like Virabhadrasana 2, this one. until you can feel effort in shoulders, in knees, not knees, in thighs. And be glad that you have, when you feel effort in your legs and your arms, be glad that you have arms and legs to feel pain. Yes. Okay, inhale, reverse the warrior. So left hand down, left leg, right hand up and over. Exhale, take both hands down onto the floor on the inside of the right foot. Take the left knee towards the floor. So we call this lizard. Both hands are on the inside of the foot. Now you can walk the right foot to the outside edge of your mat. Your choice. You can either have the foot facing forward, or you can turn it out to the outside edge of the mat, like 45 degrees. That can sometimes help to get more opening into the hip. We're aiming to drop the pelvis down. But check, like in Warrior 2, that your right knee is pointing the same direction as your second toe. Everyone had a nice look. Good. But so we want the knee and the foot facing the same direction. All of that said, what we want to feel here is the hips dropping down towards the floor. You can either stay up on your hands here, or if this is a posture you do often and you know that it feels good for you, you can take your elbows down towards the floor. Main thing is here, again, honoring the body, the sacred experience. This is a deep opener, an intense sensation often. So can you use that beautiful texture of the breath to round off the corners of your experience and to fine-tune your awareness into your body here? Good. Stay for one more exhale. If you're on the elbows, come back onto the palms. And then let's walk the right hip back. Hands can frame the right foot as you come into a half Hanuman, or like a back of the leg stretch, half splits. So spread the toes actively of your right foot and feel like your right hip slots back into the hip socket. Exhale, come forward, plant the hands onto the floor, reach the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, place the foot down onto the floor, come forward into a plank. Now hold your plank. We're going to lower slowly all together on a count so that your awareness is fully in this. Don't rush it. You can put your knees on the floor though. That's totally cool. I'm going to do it too. Let's count. 5, 4, 3, yes, 2, 1, all the way to the floor. Inhale, cobra, heart lifts. Exhale, downward facing dog. Every time we come into that down dog, we come home into the body. So find that textural breath. Notice how you can feel it and hear it resonating around the whole of the body. Maybe take your gaze up towards the navel. Notice what effect that has on your attention, coming deep into your body, into your experience. Okay, let's go forward. Left leg towards the sky. Inhale. Step it forward between the hands. Exhale. The right heel will come down towards the floor. So we're going for Warrior 1 again. So we've got that back foot 45 degrees. The left heel stamping into the floor. The left hip dropping underneath you. Press yourself up as you take the arms up towards the sky. So we want to lift the hands, but we don't want to compromise the beautiful spaciousness of this area right here. The low belly lifts, the low back lifts, the heart lifts, like a proud thing up towards the sky. Good. So from here we keep the right hand up, reaching towards the heavens. Left hand reaches back towards the right thigh. Maybe hook the fingers if you can get it. Press the heel down into the floor as you lift the heart up, 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 up. Pour the breath in. Pour it in. All of this is just a pretext to get more breath into the body. Good. Amazing. Exhale, release the hands. Come onto the ball of the back foot. Right hand meets the floor. Left hand towards the sky. Open twist. Good. Again, we turn the left foot out to the outside edge of the mat. Come onto the outside edge of the right foot. Drop the hip down towards the floor. Shiva twist. Pressing the right hand. So we're still strong in the right arm. So strong in the right side of the body so that we stretch through the hip and stuff like that. Okay, inhale, come back up, open twist, left hand up towards the sky. Inch your right foot back and place the knee down onto the floor. Open your left hand up towards the sky and then swoop it back towards the right foot, which kicks in towards your bum. See if you can get the foot in the hand. Nice! Yes! Amazing. So here we want to scoop the heart forward and up towards the sky. Let the hips drop down. Foot and hand kick against each other. Rotating around towards the ceiling. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Everyone looks good? Looks good. Looks good. Yes, lovely. And yes, there's a sense of abandon as you start to open up in a posture like this. So let that breath swirl around your heart and feel how good it is to have a damn body. Awesome. Yes, it is. Exhale, release the hand. Take both hands around the left foot. Lift the back knee, runner's lunge. Stamp your heel into the floor. Inhale, come up for high lunge. Exhale, turn towards the right, warrior two. Good. So hug your left knee towards the edge of your mat, the left edge. Drop your tail, reach your crown. Feel like your breath moves all the way from the top of your spine to the base of your spine, from the left fingertips to the right, from your right foot to your left foot. Right hand comes down right thigh, left hand up and over, reverse warrior. Exhale, both hands come down towards the floor. On the inside of the left foot, right knee meets the earth. So you can walk your left foot to the outside edge of the mat again. If you like, you can turn it out onto the left toe, outside edge of the foot, so that the knee is facing the same direction as the toes. You can be on your fingertips here. You can let your hips drop forward. You can be on your palms. If you'd like to, you come down onto the elbows. It's your choice. Don't go further than feels tolerable, comfortable. Yes, we find an edge, but it's this honorable and respectful dancing along that edge that we do. We want to be in a place where the breath can be present, where the thoughts aren't fighting against us, where we're doing things for the right reasons as a celebration of the body and everything else housed within it. Press yourself back up onto the hands if you came onto the forearms. Pull the left hip back, half Hanuman, so half splits. You pull the left hip back in towards the body, the left foot flexes so the toes are active, back stretching the back of the leg. Exhale, come forward, plant the hands, left leg towards the sky, three-legged dog. Good. Place the foot down onto the floor, come forward into a plank. So we'll lower again with a count. If you'd like to, you can pause in Chaturanga and go to up dog. If you're not sure what that is, we'll stay with a cobra. Let's lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cobra or up dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Okay, let's reach the right leg to the sky. Inhale. Step it forward between the hands. Exhale. Left heel to the floor. Scooping up for warrior one again. Left hand stays lifted. Right hand onto the back thigh. Lift the belly, lift the heart. Yes, beautiful. Inhale, both arms up. Press the palms if you can. Bending into the right knee. Exhale, take both hands on the inside of the right foot, lizard. Keep your back knee lifted this time. As you exhale, we bow. So we drop the head, maybe the shoulders, as we drop ourselves low behind the knee. Then as you inhale, scoop yourself forward, maybe up onto the fingertips. Yes, exhale again, bow. Inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale, press the hands, bow the head, and then take the right leg towards the sky, three-legged dog. Plant the foot down onto the floor, ripple forward into a plank. Inhale. Chaturanga, or all the way to the floor. Exhale. Cobra or up dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Good. Once more, right leg towards the sky. Open up the knee and point it up towards the sky as you flip your left hip back, so you've still got space. Inhale, re-extend the foot towards the sky, and exhale, step it forward between the hands. Good. Left heel comes down onto the floor. Press the feet into the floor and come up. Like we're going to do warrior two, but we're going to straighten the front leg. Take the right hand, both hands out lovely and wide. And as you exhale, take the right hand down onto the right shin. Left hand reaches up towards the sky. Trikonasana triangle. Good. So we're stamping onto the outside edge of the left heel. Pulling the left hip back, dropping the tail. The low belly lifts, the heart lifts, the crown reaches away from the center of the pelvis. Good. Press into the feet. Inhale. Take the left hand down, left leg. Reverse triangle. So the front knee stays straight as we reverse into the side of the body. Exhale. Take both hands around the right foot. Left knee meets the earth. And we're going to come up into a low lunge. So it seems like we're going from high to low, but actually we're going into a very expansive shape right here, right now. So take your back foot and tuck the toes underneath so your heel is a little bit higher. So I'm going to cue quite a big back bend, but you can see how it goes. You can stay with your hands on your low back if you like. So here, take both hands up towards the sky and lift out of your low belly. So it's like you're being pulled up, as if someone is holding onto your hands and pulling you up towards the sky. Yeah, exactly. As you exhale, take your right hand behind you onto the left thigh. So the left hand is still reaching up to pull you up. This is like our warrior one variation. You can stay with this. You can take your hand onto the low back and lift yourself up. Or if you like, you can try creeping your right fingers down your left leg onto the left heel. So you're going to be leaning back to do that. This is why we had the toes tucked. If you've got that, rebend your right knee and lift your heart up, pulled up by your left hand towards the sky. Yes. Lifting up through the heart. Right foot stamping, stamping, stamping. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Take your chin in towards your chest. Both hands down towards the floor. Frame your right foot. Good. And then pull the hip back. Half Hanuman. We stretch back through the back. Good. Inhale, come forward. Right foot meets the sky. Three-legged dog. Then place it down onto the earth. Exhale. Inhale, come forward into a plank. Good. Let's count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your back bend. Inhale. Good. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Another big breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Yes. So one more flow on the left side. Same thing. Left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it between the hands. Right heel onto the earth. Press down with both feet. Inhale, arms up. Good. Left hand onto right thigh. Lifting up through the right side of the body. Right heart reaches up. Good. Both hands meet, palms press. Good. Belly lifting. Exhale, take both hands down towards the floor on the inside of the left foot. Lizard. So come onto the ball of the back foot now, so the hips are squaring. As we inhale, we lift the chest. As we exhale, we bow. Inhale again, you scoop yourself forward. It's like a wave from the toes across the thigh into the heart. Exhale and fold. Good. Inhale, open it up. Press the hands. Exhale, left leg towards the sky. Place the foot down onto the floor, downward facing dog. Come forward into a plank. 5, 4, 3, yes, 2, 1. Beautiful strength. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. I really celebrate strength. Not that I don't celebrate the opposite. All things are good. But I really like being strong so that I can feel that my body is like, optimized to to existence. Strong yet yielding. Both of these are necessary. Okay, anyway, left leg to the sky. Inhale. Step it between the hands. Exhale. Right heel towards the floor. Come up. We're going to prepare for Trikonasana triangle. So your hands are reaching away from each other, parallel with the earth. We exhale, reach the left hip, ribs forward of the left thigh. Right hand towards the sky. Good. So I just love this shape, this perfectly balanced triangle shape, the strongest shape, geometrically speaking, because it's dynamic, it's alive, it's moving. We're reaching in 3 directions at once. Down, up, along. Breath filling the whole thing up. Good. Inhale, reverse the triangle, right hand down, right thigh, left hand up and over. Yes. Exhale, both hands to the floor, framing the left foot. Right knee comes down towards the earth. And then we'll come up, taking both hands up towards the sky, pulling yourselves up, 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 up. And then left hand will come to the low back. So we can feel the spaciousness of it there. So we're not going to go kirk into it. We're going to lift up and out of it. Here you can stay with this. Oh, I forgot the back toes should be tucked, of course. So they're nice and high. And here you can creep your left hand down your right leg and see if you can get the heel. So obviously you're going to drop back to get that. But then we're going to lift the heart up towards your right hand, rebending the left knee. So you can lift, 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 yes. How much can you lift your heart up towards the sky? Both of them equally spacious. So take one more breath in. Exhale, reach forward with your right hand, tuck your chin, place both hands down onto the floor. We'll take the hands around the left foot and then pull it back, half Hanuman. Lovely. Take both hands forwards, left leg towards the sky, 3-legged dog. And then exhale, place it down onto the floor. We ripple forward like a wave into a plank. It's the last one. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Back bend, cobra or upward facing. Legs strong, heart pouring forward. Place the knees onto the floor, nice and wide, and press back. Child's pose. Now the breath is like velvet. It's so activated and textural and alive because of all the dynamic and big expansive movements we're doing. And this is what I mean, that all of the stuff that we do here on the yoga mat, I mean, it has many benefits, physical and emotional and mental, many, many benefits. But on this particular occasion, I'm celebrating the fact that we did all this stuff and look how integrated our awareness is with our breath, how visible, how explicit the beauty and tenderness of the embodied experience is. So much to be thankful for, even on the worst day, even on the darkest night. As long as we have breath in our bodies, we have something to celebrate. Take another inhale, fill up the back of the body, maybe exhale out, open lips. Walk your hands back towards you. We're going to come back to sit on the heels. If you have a yoga block or even a cushion, would be fine. Go ahead and grab it. And we're going to keep the right leg bent as it is and lift out the left foot and place your block or cushion underneath your left butt cheek. So you'll feel that, so you're like in child's pose with this right leg, and then the left leg is out, but the pelvis is balanced because of the block underneath the left hip. Does that make sense? Because sometimes when we do this posture, there can be a tendency to go because the hips aren't open. So anyway, this is where we're going to be. Scoop your left hip back so you feel like your hips are squaring, and we're going to lift up. You can have a teeny micro bend in your left knee if you like. We're going to start to fold forward, pouring the heart towards the left knee. See if you can grab a hold of the left ankle. If you can get the foot, you can totally hold on to that. But think about pulling that left hip back in space. The top of the right foot is on the floor, like in child's pose. The shoulders wrap away from each other. And we bow reverentially over our left leg. So again, it never matters how far you go in a pose like this, because wherever you got to is the edge that you're playing. What's most important is this, as they call it, I can't remember which Upanishad, one of the Upanishads, is dancing along the razor edge. That's what the yogi does. With ultimate refined attention and grace and patience, we aim to live in a balanced way between effort and release. Okay, exhale. Inhale, walk the hands back up. So we're going to keep that right leg bent where it is, and then bend the left knee so the left foot comes in front of your block. So it's like a half bent position, exactly. Lift yourself up again by pressing the left foot into the floor. We'll take the right hand onto the left knee, the left hand behind you, directly behind the hips. Lift up again through the chest as you press both feet into the floor, and as we exhale, we twist towards the left. So it's like the rib cage turning towards the left side. The shoulders turning gracefully again. If you'd like, you can take the chin over towards the left shoulder, but you don't have to do that. See how much you can take your attention to the back of the body and feel how full and spacious the heart is as it spirals around the spine. Inhale, come back to the middle again. Press into the left foot. Take your left hip onto the floor. No, don't. Take the left knee underneath you. We'll come via this Virasana position. And then take the block underneath your right butt cheek. Or your cushion. That's perfect. Good. We'll take the right leg in front. So with the cushion, you can like fold it in half and do the thing that you need to make sure it's the right height. Sometimes blocks can be too high. Okay, cool. So we micro bend the right knee, lift the heart up, pour yourself forward over the right leg. Let the shoulders drip away from each other as you soften the face, the throat, the belly.
Beyond all polarities, I am. Let the judgments and opinions of the mind be judgments and opinions of the mind, and you exist behind that. So.
Sometimes postures like this, which are quite quiet and not flashy, and also they feel quite,
it's really time for you to
like you're not going very far sometimes. That's how it can feel. So our job
just aren't that person.
is to bring our attention and our joy, our patience to a posture like this and inhabit it with the same tenderness as we do our favorite posture.
The real work you have to do
It's the same body.
is in the privacy of your own heart. All of the external forms are lovely. But the real work is your...
As you inhale, we'll start to walk the hands back up. Bend your right knee. Take the sole of the foot to the floor. Take your left hand around the right knee. Right hand comes behind you. Lift up through the chest, twist. As you inhale, come back to the middle.
Quiet when you meditate.
Remove whatever you're sitting on, or if it's a cushion, you can leave it just underneath your bum at the back. If it's not a cushion, if you have a cushion, you could use that, because we're going to go into a little what do you call it, butterfly, as they call it in the yin style, just for a breath or two. I know it's almost 7, but it'd be quite nice to do a little forward bend. So we take the feet together, but not close in, just a little bit further apart. And the cushion here is just so that your hips are a little bit elevated, so you can get a nice curve forward. If you don't have a cushion, don't worry about it. It's totally fine. Totally fine. But we'll lift up again, but we're not going to fold with force. We're going to gently, like a wave, spiral in. Spiral in with the chest, forward, 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 letting the hips soften as much as you can on the way down. So it's about the journey as well as where you get to. Who the hell cares where you get to? You fold over the legs, knowing that the spine can curve, the chin can drop in towards your chest, your palms can face up. The head hangs in space. Maybe over time it'll drop down a little bit lower, but that's fine. Like, it doesn't have to right now. Main thing is, how much can you soften your breath, your tongue, your face,
You don't need loneliness.
the palms of your hands.
Or you couldn't possibly be alone. You don't need greed because you already have it all. You don't need doubt because you already know.
Without forcing, without reaching. Can you let the body melt a little bit, just for
Confusion is saying I
4
don't
more
know.
big breaths?
But the minute you are quiet, you find out that in truth you do know. For in you, you know. Plane after plane will open to you. I want to know who I really am. As if in each of us, there once was a
Take the
fire.
palms of the hands back down to the floor and slowly start to walk yourself
For
back.
some of us, there seem as if there are only ashes now.
Shift your hips forward towards your heels
When we dig in
and
the ashes,
curl through the spine to slowly lower yourself
find
down
one
towards the
ember.
floor.
And very gently we fan that ember.
When you get there, take your feet hip distance apart, at least maybe mat distance, and let the knees rock side to side, left and right and left
From
and
that
right.
ember we rebuild the fire.
Then reach the feet to the outside edges of the mat and turn the palms to face up.
That's what you and I are here to celebrate.
Take a big breath in through your nose. Let it fill up the whole of your body.
That though we've lived our life
Exhale out the mouth.
involved in the world,
Let the body sink into the floor. Here at the beginning of this Shavasana, I'm sure the skin is still tingling, the breath is still fairly active. So as you let yourself settle into the earth, just let your attention drift over all the things that are going on in the body. The heart which thumps, keeping you alive. The breath which cycles constantly. The sparkling of the nerves, sending messages all around. The hormones, again also like sending information around the body. The brain processing all of this. Your memory, your connective tissue, your digestion, your fingernails, everything is amazing. You're a truly sacred being.
The ember gets stronger. Flame starts to flicker a bit. And pretty soon you realize that all we're going to do for eternity is sit around the fire.
Slowly allow your breath to deepen again. And as the deeper breath fills your body up, it's that life force that you can feel. So feel it in the whole of you, as much as you possibly can. Start to move the body to fingers, toes. Maybe reach the arms overhead. Maybe turn the head left and right. Whatever feels right for you right now. When you're ready, bend into the knees. Maybe roll over to the side. When you're ready, carefully push yourself up to the seat. We'll close the practice together. We'll take a breath in. Exhale as a mouth. Inhale. Om Shanti. Thank you, my friend. Very well done. Beautiful practice, you guys. Can't wait to practice in real life. Yes, yes.